Boys, before this podcast, while waiting for the girls to finish, we got some pizza. On the way back, I saw something that was just a horrific sin of an act of sin that just should not be happening around the suburb of St Kilda.
What did you see?
I think it was a pub or a hotel, and it was spelt. It was the St Kilda Hotel, but Saint was spelt SAINT.
That piqued my interest as well.
Yeah. I just thought it was really gross, and I'm gonna put in a request to change that.
It's pretty diabolical.
Yeah. Finithy, how we doing?
Yeah, look, I can't remember the last time I sat at a Saints game and I was comfortable in the third quarter. So it was a really nice feeling, actually. It was great. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. Guy, how we doing?
Yeah, good. I, once again, wasn't able to go to the game or watch it live. So another great win. The last time that happened was the Sydney game. So that's two from two wins now that I've completely missed out on.
So you're banned from going to the footy because I'm
clearly cursed. Yeah. No, I was there for the Gold Coast win. That was the best one I've seen this year, but I haven't been able to live them in the moment. So I've just been playing catch up.
It's pretty grim when that Gold Coast win was the best win you've seen this year. That is
yeah, I know. Oh,
that's tough.
Well, because I was in the aisle that day, the only time I've ever been in it, and everyone was just going nuts.
Yeah.
So that was actually pretty fun. But missed out on the Sydney win and this week. So great.
Yeah. Woo. Before we delve into our analytical side, because we are the only correct football opinions.
Us and David King.
Yeah. And don't forget, Kane Collins can come out with some belters as well. I got a real question for you. Finn, I want you to look me in the eyes. Would you rather scream farts or fart screams?
I would rather. Okay, screaming farts would be pretty funny because if you're farting screams, that's still pretty involuntary. So it's just it could be a bit awkward. But if you have the ability to at any point just open your mouth and fart, how could you not?
Yeah, Guy, what do you reckon?
I don't know. It'd be a bit strange if you're in danger and you needed to scream to alert people around you. If you're walking through a dark park like you were tonight, Finn.
Okay, no, but
if someone attacked you and you screamed and just farted.
When was the last time you actually screamed?
Involuntarily, just out of surprise and shock. At a Saints game.
And when was the last time you farted?
And if it was, at a Saints game.
5 minutes ago or less.
Yeah, right now.
Yeah.
I'm actually farting now, so I'd be screaming.
Yeah. Which actually would be entertaining in its own right.
I think once, if you were drinking and everyone knew you screamed when you farted, it'd be pretty fun.
You get pretty famous off that, I reckon.
You would. You could also just add a sound effect and do it anyway.
Well, that's
to simulate it.
Well, that just defeats the whole
point.
But
no one would believe you, would they?
Yeah. Oh well. Well, you'd have to do a live show. It would pay
people to do the live
hundreds.
Show. Yeah. I don't know. I don't think that's too ridiculous. No one would believe you. I don't think you get the audience first to get the live show.
If you build up the mystique enough, you might have a crack. And then once someone sees it, then word spreads.
You'd have to be a media manipulator to spread that kind of word.
You also have to pick your town as well. Some towns would eat that up.
Oh, yeah. You'd have to become an urban legend.
Exactly.
Like a trough man or something.
You couldn't do it in Sydney or Melbourne. It's too lowbrow.
You need to be Vic Country based. Yeah.
This is what the people tune in for. This is the first time listening to the Sad Saintered Love podcast. I'm sorry.
This is about as close to football as we get.
This is as serious as we get. 72-point winners. How good? It's our biggest win.
Biggest win since 2017.
Just steal my line.
I was also about to say it. So.
Yeah.
Should we just all say it?
Well, we're all so excited. Biggest ever win since 2017.
Round 6, 2017.
Fuck. All right, we're off to a cracking start.
So good we finish each other's farts.
Finish each other's screams.
I think our viewer count just went down from, whatever it is to about 3. And that's us listening back. Yeah. We'll start with the biggest positive of the night. Sir Skunk, winding back the clock.
That was really good to see. That was.
I almost said winding back the clunk.
Winding back the skunk.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's one of the feel-good stories of the year. I think it hopefully gets more attention this week, like in the broader media landscape. Like that's such a, from where he was a year ago to then come out and do that. Like that's actually, it's beautiful. Like that's a really good story.
Absolutely. Vintage Timmy. You love to see it.
Yeah.
It made me feel
career high, Timmy.
Almost.
Has he kicked 6 before?
He has. Yeah.
Okay, but it was career high disposals as well.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Nice.
So
I think in the AFL play ratings, it was his highest because of the disposals.
Oh,
Yeah,
true.
yeah.
Okay.
But anyway, it made me feel really like warm and fuzzy inside because like there's been a lot of talk about his future and what we're going to do with him and what he wants to do.
Does that change what's going to happen to him?
I don't think you can let, especially when because the season's over for us. I don't think you can let it because a lot of players do play for contracts and But saying that, whatever happens with him, I'm glad he gave us one final.
It's great he got that moment and he didn't just slide away into the twos for the rest of the year. I think,
he deserved that. He's stuck with us for the longest time when we were the middest team.
Yeah, yeah. He was, our key forward as 6'2" and leading goal kicker. Yeah, no, that was awesome.
Yeah. So that was probably the biggest positive. We'll talk about the biggest negative. That's Liam Henry. I thought he did his ACL. When I saw it, I'm like, it's a non-contact. Well, it's half contact. He banged knees with Harley Reid. So it's always Harley.
Yeah.
He causes us issues, that boy.
Yeah, I will say, I'm not loving the Harley vibe after seeing him live. I don't know, there's a bit of Horn Francis about him that I'm not enjoying.
Yeah.
On the bright side, he may never beat us. So,
yeah, true.
Boy, what's the prognosis on Henry's injury?
Just after it just said he'd had damaged knee cartilage.
Oh, really?
So I don't know what that is.
It could have been worse.
I'm not a doctor.
Really?
Yeah. Not anymore. They took away my license after the whole incident. But,
well, we don't talk about that.
We don't talk about that. Guy's still deformed. I saw tonight. God, I love Ross. Saw a photo of him. He was on AFL 360, I think, tonight. And he was wearing Birkenstocks, but with no socks.
That's unreal. That's go to behavior. That's so cool.
He's actually taking the piss.
Yeah. No,
he knows how cool he is.
Yeah.
And how much I love him.
He's doing it for you.
He's doing it, yeah. He's performed, yeah, he's prancing around.
Yeah. I've always been a critique of his, but I think Brad Hill, he's just signed a 3-year deal and I could not be happier. I think we're finally learning how to use him in a role that, benefits him as well as the team.
I think anyone who's still giving Brad Hill shit needs to just get a grip.
Yeah.
He's been really important to us for so long now. And all game he was doing the team thing, which is what he always does. Like when he had the chance to have a talk from 50.
Yeah.
And he should have taken it.
I didn't see that, but it sounds great. He was another Saints player when he came in though, and was kind of just marketed as the Messiah.
Yeah.
Like a Max King kind of vibe, which he was never going to be. And he had that label just placed on his back right from the start. And that put a target on his back as well. So he kind of had that started, a bit further back from the start. But yeah, he's turned into what he was always going to be, a really, really good role player.
Yeah, which it isn't fair when we do that to players, but it's
that's such a St Kilda thing to do.
How can you not put on a St Kilda jumper? You can put on a Collingwood jumper and be like, oh, I'll win a flag and, 10 years will be right. But you put on a St Kilda jumper and you have 150 years of weight on your shoulders immediately.
Yeah. We're waiting for that one player to just transform our club and just carry us to this mythical promised land.
How can you live up to that?
Yeah, no. And that's not how premierships are won.
No.
But we expect another Nick Revolt to walk in the door, another unicorn.
Yeah, it's really unfair to put all this pressure on players. Anyway, Mitch Owens, how many Brownlows?
7.
Was he working higher up the ground this week? Is that what happened?
I think it was just in his usual role. It just helps when you're playing against waffle players.
Yeah, well, we also have to keep that in mind. The level of opposition was really poor.
We could be playing, Sandringham's under 14s, and as long as we belt them by 400 points, I'm coming home a happy man.
Almost had a Freudian slip there, mate.
I did, but yeah. So Owens, he responded to me saying, because last week I said he should be sent to the twos.
Yeah.
I should be sent to the twos. I'm never doubting Cheeto again. Zach Jones, I think, had a really good game.
Yeah, where did that come from?
I know. That's what I mean. I don't want to get like
Bloke checked his emails. And it was
I don't want to get roped into like contract year players, but you know, the things he can do when he turns it on.
I think
you go. Sorry.
When he knows his limitations, I guess, and he plays within that, and he doesn't try to take on too much, is when he really shines. You know, because when he tries to take on like 5 tacklers, it never ends well. Yeah. But he still has the burst to get out and get the hands out, and then
he's trying to play to his strengths, like which is his aggression and his step, which he has, but he just kind of he just overdoes it and crosses a line. A little bit like Ben Long as well.
Yeah,
the players who know one of their strengths is their aggression, and then just can't put a cap on it. But it's too little, too late for him. Come on, you're done.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to think like who's coming up.
Oh, I don't know.
Because that's what you have to think. Like,
I know, yeah. It's are there enough players doing worse than him to get delisted?
Yeah,
and we obviously keeping him on with his salary wouldn't be a problem because we've got so much cap space as well. No, but no, not for me. See you later.
Yeah,
all the best, Zach.
Yeah, no, I'm in the same boat. I think.
Yeah.
Was there anything else from the game that tickled your fancy?
Mason Wood 3-4.
He could kick 7.
Yeah,
that boy. Yeah.
He's such a hardworking. I mean, we all know this, of course, but just watching him live at the ground, just run up and back and up and back. He just works so hard. It's unreal.
Yeah, it's a bit of a shame because he's like 30, 31. Like he's not going to really see much team success with us, which is a bit sad because he's one of the better stories in the AFL, I reckon, as well. Got delisted.
Yeah.
And he's turned
from the worst team in the league.
From the worst team in the league. Yeah. And has become one of the better wingmen in the comp, which no one talks about him either because he's on an average team.
Plays for us.
For us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got a guy at work and he every time I bring up Wood, he curses because he's a North fan. And he curses the St Kilda Football Club and also North, and mainly Brad Scott, actually. Now that I really think about it, he curses Brad Scott because obviously they tried for years to turn him into the next Nick Riewoldt.
Oh, yeah,
they just kept.
They gave him the keys to their forward line, didn't they? Yeah.
It just took a delisting and some Brett Ratton magic, and we discovered that Mason Wood is actually the best wingman to ever grace the game, and also Nazai's dad. But that's another story.
Yeah, that's the other thing. He's a great guy off the field too.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I think we all need a bit of a father figure like that in our lives. All right. Well, I asked the people about some. So obviously, this morning I woke up to the news that Joe Biden decided to drop out of the race for the presidency. And so I asked the people, doesn't have to be Saints related, who should replace him as the Democratic nominee? My favorite one that straight off the bat was from Chris, and he said Grant Thomas.
That's more of a scarily realistic one though. Like that's something Tom would do.
Imagine the Trump versus Grant Thomas Twitter wars. That would be all time.
Oh, I just saw a ripping one. Hang on, where was it? Someone just said, Kane Corns talks enough rubbish to be a politician. That's from Luke. There is also Sean goes the G train. Great at debates. Sus his LinkedIn. Have you guys ever
No. He owns a big landscaping business, doesn't he?
Yeah, maybe.
It sounds like an untapped market. G train on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
It's like two worlds colliding.
Do you guys remember that? I've only seen him talk really when he did that Deliveroo series.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember that? When they made him eat food at games.
Like the pies. He was like handing out pies.
Yeah.
That's such a weird.
That was no wonder that company went on the toilet. That's not what the G train was all about. He never talked to the media. He was just this like mythical kind of larger than life character. And they made him just like try and talk and eat at games. It was just so silly.
It was like the highlight of that whole 2021 season was just like the zoom ins on just like this.
Yeah.
Sus.
That's where it came from.
Yeah, like the most sus looking dude. Like if you didn't know who he was,
you'd be scared.
And he's in this like fluoro blue like get up, and he's just tossing pies backwards. It's just
it happened
bizarre.
organically once when someone took a picture of him in a game, just like chomping on a pie. That's hilarious. You don't want to hear him talk.
Yeah. They should have kept going down that route.
Yeah.
And I swear to God, we actually haven't seen Fraser in public since.
Well, yeah. I mean, he's living off that Deliveroo coin.
Not anymore.
Maybe that's why they're.
I'm pretty sure his landscaping business is huge though.
Yeah.
Like he'd be pretty loaded. I think.
Tim says, now this is a good one. Mark Jacko Jackson. But I'm going to add on. No, I'm going to add on that Mike Sheehan has to be his running mate. And they have to make it work. You have to sit him in a room.
Mark Sheehan has to be his VP.
Yeah.
Oh
my God. That would be a civil war.
Yeah. Sudsy says Aaron Sipos. He has top knowledge of the USA.
Yeah. Fair call.
Yeah. We had.
That guy's playing local footy now.
Is he back?
Yeah.
I'm just playing local
He's
footy.
just playing local
So he
footy.
went from Super Bowl
to
like
local footy. Yeah.
Bentley FC.
Yeah. And he's like, my body hasn't had enough yet. I want to get bashed by plumbers every Saturday afternoon.
Yeah, let's really make sure I've got that CTE locked in.
Yeah.
Ross says, not the coach. This is a different Ross,
Damn.
unfortunately.
Seb?
Hey.
Seb Ross?
Oh, you know what it might be. Says, I would legit vote for Cal Wilkie to be leader of the free world.
Yeah.
Calm,
Why isn't he already?
Because
What are we doing?
He plays for St Kilda, so no one knows who he is.
Yeah, don't worry. We'll speak in before that. He's going to play 300 games in a row.
Yeah.
So, he's going to hit the 300
how
game
old
mark.
does he have to be? If he doesn't miss another game, like you were saying before, how old does he have to be to play 300?
Yeah, he'd be in his mid-30s?
I don't know.
Is that old enough to be leader?
You were saying it before.
Oh, I don't know. I'm not good at math. I'm not good at English.
Oh, what's 23 times 170? Sorry, 170 divided by 23
Hang on.
is
170 divided by what?
7-ish.
No,
23, not 73.
7.3 more seasons.
There you go. So
Okay, and he's 28 now?
Yeah, so he has to play to his mid-30s, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
He can do it.
We can do that.
All right. Another person as well just said Mark Jackson. So I think Mark Jackson's the winner. With Mark.
Who is your
by
audience?
democratic vote.
Who are these Mark Jackson loyalists in your comments? I haven't thought about that bloke for years.
All right. Now I've got some would you rathers. So Ross again. He goes, this is painful, but Petrarca or Bont?
Oh.
Well, I mean, can we not do this again? I've had this conversation
God.
every year.
Cue that little girl on the oh my God, on the older Paso ads. One or
Get on
both.
los dos.
Yeah, that's it.
I would take Petrarca, I think.
Really?
Yes.
I'd definitely take Bond. The other two. More consistent.
But
longevity.
Cooking videos.
Cooking true. Better food.
He'd be good at halftime. He could whip you up some pasta.
Yeah.
Good carbo load.
I mean, there's no wrong answer, is there?
No, I mean, there's a wrong answer.
Oh, yeah. St Kilda's 2 years in a row.
All right. Our good friend Sorrel. Win a flag or Mateus to sign a lifelong contract. Now that is stupid because if Mateus signs a lifelong contract, we're winning 10 flags. So
yeah.
One leads into the other.
Exactly.
Yep.
So silly question. What do we got next? This is from Tim. Would you rather have Alan Richardson come back as coach for the next 10 years or rub Tabasco sauce on your... That doesn't finish because it's cut it off, but I'm assuming he meant genitals.
I'm putting Tabasco sauce wherever is needed to prevent that from happening. That's darkest timeline kind of stuff.
Relive 2009 or 2014? What a stupid question.
Yeah, 2014. Yeah. Yeah.
I need Luke Delaney back.
Oh, he actually wasn't that bad.
He played like 30 games and got delisted. I think it was pretty bad.
He wasn't good.
Maybe I don't know.
I want. Look, I miss Josh Saunders most days.
Nick Kearney. You know that one? He was Irish, I think.
No, he wasn't.
Wasn't he?
No, he was just shit.
Oh, okay.
Wait, who?
Nick Kearney.
Nick
he
Kearney?
didn't play senior.
Did he? I don't know.
No.
That was just a random name pool. Anyway. Prime Mav Weller or Prime Dustin Martin?
Both the same thing.
Yeah, same thing. I have visions. You know that like Viney tackle?
Yes.
I think he tried to like bend him off. That would get about 10 weeks today.
He wasn't concussed though, was he?
He wasn't, but it's still
His ego was fractured.
That was the last we saw of him until he signed for Richmond. Remember that?
Yes, and then he didn't really.
Didn't do anything.
I thought he came from the Suns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
eat poo or that's poo. No, that's actual poo.
Oh,
I was
or
about
Joe
to say,
I got
Biden at
excited.
his current state to play for the Saints.
Wait, who's
Joe Biden.
that'd be cruel. I couldn't. I'd have to eat poo.
For the sake of Joe.
I wouldn't. Yeah, that wouldn't be funny. That'd be sad.
we get a lot of
You'd die.
publicity though.
And we would. We'd also get sued.
Would you? All right, I'm going to end on this one. Sam asks, Ross Lyon walk in on you kissing Seb Ross or Seb Ross walking in on you kissing Ross Lyon?
One where I get to kiss Ross Lyon.
I'm actually going the other way. I think Ross Lyon would have something hilarious to say. He'd have a quip ready to go.
True.
That'd be good. Is he wearing Birkenstocks?
Yes.
Yeah.
Everyone's wearing Birkenstocks.
We're all wearing nothing but Birkenstocks.
But also not for long.
we undo like the first buckle and it's just, things are getting serious.
Yeah,
So-
no wrong answer again. So
Yeah.
Great question, Sam.
Either Ross makes you laugh or Ross makes you tingle.
I'm here for both.
Yeah. All right. On that note, I think now's a good time for a little break. I think that's a halftime siren. Finn, do you have some more of the LSD?
Yeah, I've got the goods.
Got the goods?
Yeah. All right. It feels tangentially related this week. So we're going to start with Merritt.
Which one?
Zach.
Okay.
Which one?
But,
Or Jackson. It could have been Jackson.
okay. Darcy Parish.
Yep.
And Brownlow winning, pepped up Joe Watson.
Unstoppable. Until Wider comes in. The only thing that can stop it. Look, I'm going to duplicate Darcy.
Yeah, I don't like Darcy
Yeah.
Parish at all.
Yeah.
He's got a strange head.
He's a
Weird
weird
head,
bloke.
just for that. Pepped up Joe Watson. Give me that for a game.
Well, I guess you can't really have him for 5 years, can you?
No, yeah.
Yeah, 'cause he's
You get it
suspended
for
for
what?
4
just for PR alone.
Wait, so do the public know that he's pepped up?
Yeah,
I
same
think
thing
so.
happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we can't have that. Our reputation at St Kilda can be a bit fragile at times. So we don't want to make it worse. So yeah, give me Merritt for 5 years.
And Zach Merritt drives a Lambo.
I mean,
I saw that. So where's that come from? Who knows?
good for the clout as well.
Yeah. I've got a bone to pick with Zach Merritt. I saw an interview with him and he said, when I was 18, I really wanted to be the most consistent player in the competition. That's the one thing I prided myself most on was my consistency. 3 things. 1, he did it. Good on him. But B, who the fuck says that? What kind of psychopath prioritizes that over everything else?
Sorry.
When you're an elite athlete.
Do you have a third thing?
I was going to, but I went with 2.
So you had
I changed my mind.
You had 3 things. You had 1, B.
Yeah. No. I changed my mind 3. The 3 things was changed my mind.
That really, I don't know why. That just reminded me, Charles Barkley? Like NBA legend. He was on TV and he goes, I got 2 words for you. Chris Paul and Steve Nash. Must see TV. And they were like, that's like 10 words. And he goes, I didn't say I was going to say only 2 words. Anyway, so
My point remains.
Yeah. Sorry, I hijacked for you.
Fair enough.
So is that so
Yeah.
Merritt 5 years, duplicating Darcy and loaning
pepped up
Joe.
Watson for one game. It'll be a great game.
great greatest game you've ever seen before he gets taken away by White. Did you guys watch much footy over the weekend?
A little bit.
It was almost a perfect weekend.
Oh, you know what? You're right. It
was-
almost was.
So Saints obviously belted a waffle team. We had Essendon.
A delicious,
Yum.
hilarious.
Praise be Rochelle and praise be Ben Keys.
Oh, it was so good.
The James Hurd celebration on Rochelle as well.
Against Essendon.
Did he consciously know he was doing that? That
No,
was
I think
only
he-
a James
No,
Hurd thing.
I reckon he did. Do you know how far he ran? He
Ran
knew
a
what he was
very
doing.
long way. Well, that's because he
You
would have. I think he would have made the decision to do it. Then would have looked, and the closest Adelaide fan was 50 meters away.
And he was
Is that
like,
what happened? He's like, I've committed.
I've committed. Yeah.
He's a big celebrator, Rochelle. So I reckon that was all planned.
Yeah, but that's unreal to do it against Essendon.
Anyway, so almost perfect weekend. Essendon lost. Then you had Collingwood embarrassing themselves.
Yeah.
And the Ginnivan celebration in the goal square.
We'll get to Ginnivan, but the last one was North. Mate, you can't do that to us. Like Sunday 4:40, it was our prime time, so we're used to this. And it was like watching, St Kilda of old, almost like beating the team that like hates the Sunday 4:40 time slot.
They never really threatened though. Did you watch it?
Yeah, no, I am sick of like. I'm not saying they didn't deserve the free kick, but oh god, do Carlton get the free kicks that no one else seems to do?
Yeah, no, they do.
Charlie Curno's free kicks are ridiculous.
It really annoys me.
Yeah, I don't know. Like part of it is that he's so big and so good. That
Defenders get nervous.
Defenders get very scared.
But it's still really annoying. And I think the thing that annoys me the most about that is the Carlton fans are so entitled and they feel like they're like robbed of the free kicks or whatever. Like, I mean, I was at that game and just any time anything went North's way, the whole place was just booing. It was like, you guys benefit the most from this absolute mess. Can you just relax just a little bit?
Yeah. What did you wear to that game?
I wore a Saints scarf, which I've learnt is apparently the wrong thing to do.
So me and Guy are both in agreement that you should not wear your colours to a non-like Saints game. I think it is, again, like the Saint on the hotel, where it's spelt like Saint, it is a cardinal sin. I don't think you should be wearing another team's colours when your team isn't playing.
Yeah, I think there's an element of look at me. I just want to go in and watch this neutral football.
Yeah, maybe, but I don't want to be mistaken as a Carlton fan. It's not like I'm wearing like a Guernsey or anything.
That's true. But if you want to be associated with a team, you wear the colours. I feel like if I see someone not wearing any colours, I'm like, oh, it's just I don't assume they go for a team.
Punter.
Yeah, it's just
well, yeah, maybe it's
just a footy connoisseur. Yeah,
maybe it's a Queensland thing because
people do that to NRL games.
I don't go to NRL games.
Have you ever?
Not in a long time. Okay. No, but like
Broncos fan.
Yeah, well, my dad's a Broncos fan, so I guess no, but you see people like at the Gabba in different Victorian team scarves, but I think that probably makes more sense because it's
they're so deprived of ever seeing their teams play.
Yeah, I mean, I just thought that was the thing to do, but that's a faux pas from me. So,
well, you're new to this town.
And look, I earned it as well because I got accosted by multiple Carlton fans.
That's what I would want to avoid.
They were,
the last thing I want to be is outnumbered and heckled for going for the Saints when there's no other St Kilda supporters around.
There was no escape as well.
Yeah,
you're on a tram and you're packed in there, and this one guy's crapping on at me about how much of a better coach Ratton is than Ross. And I'm like kind of having a conversation with him. Yeah. And then another guy like on the other side of the tram, not even talking to him, pipes up and he's like, well, actually, Ratton had a 50% win record and Ross only has a 47% win record. It's bro, what?
Was he listening to the first part of your conversation and looked it up? Or did he just pluck that out of his noggin?
Yeah, well, he's either like a severe football naff or he's like got the longest nose that you've ever seen. And either way,
he's just gone into. He's like, this guy needs some help and gone into bat for you. Well, made up a stat.
Yeah. Well, because the whole tram went silent as soon as there was like an intruder on the Carlton tram. God forbid there's like any kind of, outside supporter on there.
Yeah.
And I think he was just on his phone, ready to like pipe up when he was needed.
Yeah.
Look, he did a job.
Yeah. But it does all hark back to the fact you've painted this massive target on your back.
Well, yeah. But that's also part of the fun of it,
Oh, I guess so, yeah.
I mean, I got a story out of it.
You have? Yeah. Do it for the plot.
That's right.
All right. So we touched on Ginnivan. I love him. All of a sudden, my hate for him went away as soon as he donned the poo and pee.
Oh, it's blockbuster, isn't it? It's so good.
I didn't get to watch it. I just saw like his goals and his celebration, and then B, his responses on social media to Collingwood fans. Like one of them said like, he deserves a punch to the skull, and he just replies, best chat.
My favorite,
unreal.
There was another one complaining like, oh, Ginnivan shouldn't be acting like that. And he's like, I'm sorry, Helen. Like there's an actual, like, he's a menace.
He's so good.
My
It's
favourite's when
hilarious.
I think it was the first goal. He's like kind of like Rochelle. He ran to like the pocket where the Collingwood fans were, and he meant to kiss the Hawthorn badge, but he accidentally made out with the Tasmania.
Yeah.
No. He double grabbed it. He
Yeah,
grabbed
yeah.
Tasmania and he's like, whoop, and then pulled it up again.
So,
yeah.
I reckon Ginnivan to the Devils in 29.
Is he Tassie?
No,
No.
but I'm just saying. I think that's him.
Yeah.
He's from Bendigo, isn't he? But like I reckon we're gonna look back on him and he's gonna be seen as like a pioneer of the way he acts and his kind of arrogance because he's gonna influence a whole new generation now. Kids love him.
Oh, and fair enough.
It's
so entertaining.
Yeah. I reckon he's gonna go down in history as like a bit of like a I don't know, maybe like a Warwick Kappa or something like that, personality wise.
Yeah.
Or except like one with lasting kind of influence because no one wants to act like Warwick Kappa.
Well, it's a bit
Besides
sad
Warwick
now.
Kappa.
isn't
That
it?
is, yeah. Oh,
I mean, if Ginnivan's still acting like that when he's Warwick Kappa's age, then you kind of got to reconsider a few things.
What do we make of Collingwood? Is this one of those like false like shit years, or like do we reckon
I can see them bouncing back this year, but like off the weekend,
they're old. They are very old.
I know, but them and Melbourne are now done for the year for me. I think that's it.
Agreed. I think in the case of Collingwood, they've just lost the hunger. They just don't want it. They don't want it as much because they've just done it. I also think they're just not as good, but I think they'll bounce back. Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
I think they'll bounce. Funny because they actually don't have their first round pick this year as well. So this is the worst year.
No.
Like giving up Ginnivan.
That Lockie Schultz trade looks so much worse now, doesn't it?
Yeah, like they gave up Ginnivan and pick 6 essentially for Lockie Schultz. Like that's
tough.
a horrible trade. And have like Fremantle will have about like 3 first rounders this year as well.
Oh, do they
Where
really?
have they got them from?
Well, obviously their pick it was a Collingwood one, and I don't know. But when I do my mock drafts, they have 3 of them. So
Right.
Yep.
yeah. Speaking of Fremantle, did you guys hear about the piss in the sink?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I had to think about that for a second. I was like, is this like a euphemism? No.
Yeah, no, so
literal
what?
piss in the sink.
Yeah. So the toilets on the airplane weren't working, so they told them just to start peeing in the basin. And
We've all pissed in sinks now and again.
Yeah, but are you an AFL player on a chartered flight?
Oh. These guys, they've got a silver spoon in their mouth. Join the rest of us and start pissing in sinks. It's just come back down to earth, fellas. Literally,
With your piss and all.
From your chartered flight.
who do we reckon was like? Because obviously, like they would have like, no, we're not going to piss in a sink. Like that's gross. Who do you reckon was the first to break the piss?
Break the piss.
I don't know, Wagner,
Break the seal.
Luke Ryan.
Oh no, I was thinking
He looks like a
Luke
serial
Jackson.
pisser
I
to
was
me.
thinking Luke Jackson any day of the week.
Well, it'd be easy for him. He's so tall. if anything, he's getting like bad splashback.
He uses the sink anyway. He's like, guys, what's wrong with it?
Yeah, he's like, "What? Is that not what it's for?"
Just be grateful no one did the bubbler from
What?
from what's his face from the Roosters. That would have been. I mean,
Oh,
on a flight as well, you're really playing with fire there.
you'd hate for some turbulence to pop up.
I mean, there's no way you're not covering yourself in piss anyway.
Yeah. Definition of in and around. NRL players are a different breed.
They are built
Like,
different.
their scounders are so much also much more disturbing.
Yes. Not to glorify the awful stuff that goes on. Yeah.
The awful stuff that goes on, but their harmless ones are so much funnier than AFL players.
Agreed,
Like
yeah.
all their pissing on each other and stuff. But yeah. So I wish AFL players did that stuff. But if it comes with the more serious stuff, then good.
Yeah. You got to know when to draw the line. I think that is the one thing that NRL players can't do.
It says something when you make AFL players look like choir boys.
Yeah.
No idea who's going to win the flag. Sydney have lost like the last 2 or 3 now.
I like the Lions now.
Lions look really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lions are looking good. So it goes to show, like, even if you lose your first 3 or 4 games of the year, long season.
It is a long season. Yeah.
So
That was a great game as well.
that was a really
For a Sunday 110.
Why
What?
was that? Why wasn't it a Sunday?
What's the
110?
point of the floating fixture if they're going to put
If they did that,
Yeah.
Well, that means even the Canadian computer that does the fixture
They're
wrote
not
the
even-
lines off.
Like they're not even playing Friday night. So what was the point
Lions
of
are
having
shit. Sunday 110.
I'm pretty sure that's just
Oh,
guilt.
as an American accent, Canadian accent.
What? Wait, no.
Sunday. Oh, I can't do it.
Lions are shit, eh?
Yeah.
How
about
bold-
Sunday? How about Sunday 110? That sucks.
That's really bad.
Oh, yeah.
I was gonna say this episode's gone down the toilet, but I think it's actually gone down the sink. Oh, all right. Should we
That's enough.
speak about Saturday 4:35?
Yes.
What's happening?
I think it's time to end the Bombers season.
I
Who says we have nothing to play for? We have something to play for.
Yeah.
even Ross was like, like being the Grinch.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I
No
think
coach admits that, by the way, except for him.
he was pushed into it though. Like they did take that
They-
out of context.
Yeah.
He was
true.
like, that's not
prodding
what
for it.
drives our group, but I do like being the Grinch. And everyone was like, oh, Ross wants to spoil some seasons. I will say, if we don't win another game after the Essendon game, but we win that one, I'll be happy.
Who cares? Yeah.
Let's just win that.
Because, wait, who else do we have again? Essendon, Richmond. Is it Richmond week after?
I'll get it up. Hang on.
Pull it up, Jamie.
So Essendon. Then we have Brisbane at Marvel. Then we have
That's a loss.
Richmond.
Yeah.
Then
should
we
be
have
win.
the Catters, and then we end it with Carlton.
Catters at Etihad? Yes, we played them at
So every game
GMHBA.
now is at Marvel.
Oh, yeah.
I like us against Richmond
Yeah, the Cats.
and the Bombers. I don't like us against
I don't think we
any.
can ruin anyone else's season besides Essendon as well. Like, who's going to be on? Maybe
Well,
play the
Carlton.
Bulldog or Carlton.
Could fall off.
No way do they fall off out of finals.
They haven't been great. I'm not saying fall off out of finals, but we could
But we could
ruin their
ruin
like top four.
Yeah. Geelong as well, maybe.
Yeah.
We could affect that as well.
I don't want to ruin Brisbane's season because if Brisbane are bad, then who are we going for in the finals?
True. Especially with your
Oh,
allegiances.
Yeah.
Probably like just another season cancellation. How funny though, like the AFL were probably like really excited midway point of the year because Collingwood, Carlton, Essendon were all up and about. And now, like as I was just saying, like there's
reverted back.
Carlton are only 2 losses from not being in the 8.
Oh, it'd be so funny. I still can't decide if it's more funny if they miss again or if they make top 4 and go straight sets.
I've got another question. Is it funnier if Essendon miss finals or if they get to the first round and lose?
No, miss finals.
Miss?
Just because this will be the second year in a row where they've been really, really good.
And just fall
And
off
then
a
they
cliff.
just shit the bed.
Yeah.
So
They're almost, they're on their knees right now. Like this is they've already said they're done, which they all do because they love to whinge. But like if they lose to us this week, they're actually done.
yeah, because
Yeah.
after us they have like we're the easy game. Like besides that, they've got I think they've got Sydney again. I think they have Brisbane as well.
Mm.
Like they have a shock and run home. So like if they don't beat us, then they're kind of screwed.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was actually like looking at the Essendon Big Footy board, and like they're not confident at all. Like they've just lost all hope.
Really?
It is a sad, sad world over there in Bomberland at the moment.
Wow. And
They-
those guys are optimistic about everything.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to us.
Yeah. Like you just look at the last
They just
game.
whinge.
Like we should have put them away, and we just didn't.
Oh, that was such
That was terrible.
I hated that game.
You just hate Essendon. You-
Oh, I mean, yeah, but like
Yeah.
that game in
No.
particular, that just
The way,
We should have won.
Yeah, no, they didn't win that. We lost that. That was
yeah.
horrific. Yeah.
We stole defeat from the jaws of victory.
Oh, yes. And I was down the end of the Essendon end as well. And they were getting so loud.
You
And I was
just
with
hate
my-
to see it.
I was with my Essendon mate as well.
It actually doesn't get worse.
No, yeah, I was distressed.
I took my nephew to that game, and he's half St Kilda, half Essendon, and
What?
because mum's
That is sacrilege.
Saints, dad's Essendon,
Yeah.
and he's 11, so he's very impressionable. So like, if Saints are up and about, he's like, oh, I'm fully Saints, but if Essendon are up and about, he's fully Essendon.
Jeez, that's
And after that game, I just blocked his eyes. I'm like, he can't see this. It's not fair on him. It's not fair on me.
Mm.
a poor kid has to choose between Saints and Essendon.
I'm actually kind of gutted that Pooh's not in to show Dory what he missed.
Yeah. I mean, it's a shame, isn't it?
That darn hip.
So cruel.
It is.
Shag hip, some have said.
Shag
That's a,
Shag his hip.
that's a diagnosis I've heard. Any poo?
So the only what do you reckon of the ins and the outs? Well, who do you reckon's going out? Well, definitely Henry. So Henry's one.
Henry's gone. I think Dow comes in.
Yeah, at least give Paddy Dow midfield minutes.
Mm.
I want to see Hugo play a full game.
I still want to see Allison.
Look, I'm going to be honest.
I want to see it.
I think that ship has sailed.
That ship is out of the harbour, yeah.
But like,
Was the ship ever in the harbour?
The ship had never been finished completion.
actually, no Allison this week, but surely we play him against Richmond. Surely. Just
But-
if it,
Okay, my problem is you're going to say that about Houghton, Keeler. You know, there's a bunch of players that like in the VFL who, surely it's
No,
and
but
I just don't think it's going to happen.
I think Allison's on his last hurrah here.
But like same with Houghton. Like he's
There's
out
a
of contract.
reason he's on his last hurrah.
Yeah.
I would like to see Keeler after kicking 3 goals.
He's the only one Ross mentioned in the presser. So
Usually when Ross mentions them, they come in pretty quickly,
the kid's
I think.
the kid's talented as well. Like I was saying before, he could have gone 15th or like 50th.
What did he go? He went 58th, didn't he?
No, in the 40s, I think.
Oh, okay.
I think. Yeah. But like he has
Sorry,
all the
Cal.
talent in the world. And
He kind of floats. He floats in the air. He's got like that kind of Paddy Ryder kind of
he's Paddy
really
Ryder.
graceful kind of jump.
Yeah, he's Paddy Ryder
He just
reincarnated.
floats. Yeah, he's just the contest from what I've seen.
Yeah.
Soft.
All right. Well, before we end it off,
How we-
we're not going to like end it with a prediction. We will. How many goals does Skunk kick? Is he backing it up?
10.
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah, he's kicking 8.
15.
Because like I think I saw a stat that he loves 2 teams the most, and that's Richmond and Essendon, the Sashes.
Oh.
So
Yeah.
he loves
I
playing
remember
against them.
he's kicked back. Yeah, he loves Essendon.
Yeah.
I'm
So-
getting all these memories back now.
Skunk, he's going to kick 10. So we're in agreement he's kicking 10?
Yes.
Yep,
Yeah.
he's going to get 30 disposals,
Yes.
and he's getting
Yes.
a nice 2-year contract extension.
Yeah. Okay.
I think that's a nice way to end.
Let's do it.
All right. Well, so will you boys be there on Saturday?
Yes.
Yeah?
I will be actually. Yes.
Yep.
I think I will be too, yes.
Sweet. All right. Well, I'll be there. Hope everyone gets down. You know, come on. You got to don't come for the win. Well, come for the win because we are winning. But come to end the Bombers season so you can
Yeah.
all give them the finger as they flee at 3/4 time.
Oh, it'd be.
This is
it
the
would be
this
so
is the
good.
last game that could mean anything. I think, yeah. Just
Yeah.
make
If
the
you're not going
most
to
of
come
it.
to any other game,
If you got to go to one more game this year, go to this
come
one.
to this one.
And it's a St Kilda home game.
It'll be fun.
Correct?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
and we're wearing the candy stripes as well, aren't we? So,
yes.
Allegedly. We're not going to confirm it.
oh,
We can't confirm nor deny, but it is retro round and they
Well,
have shown about 4 images
yeah,
of the
I
candy
mean-
stripe.
Mm.
So, yeah, I think it's basically confirmed. Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for listening, everyone. And go, you mighty Sainers.
Let's go.
go Saints.